Hey everyone, Time Rider here with my parade of tow trucks to celebrate 3 years of diecast fun. My channel has changed over time. If you followed me for a while, you know that originally the channel was called Chapter 4, because when I started it, I honestly did not know what it would be about, except that it would be the 4th chapter of my life. Many years ago, I used to do larger scale modeling, and as I'm sure many of us can say, I watched Marty once and got hooked on these little cars that meant so much to me 55 years ago when I played with them in a dirt patch behind my house like millions of other little boys around the world. My best friend Kelly and I would call each other, and all we'd have to say was, "Meet me in the dirt." Along the 3 years, I've encountered some great and interesting people, some of whom I have formed friendships with that extend beyond our little cars. I often joke that one day, when I finally kick it, my videos will stop and everyone will wonder for a time, and then they won't. And my little cars will wind up in a bin or a yard sale. Until then, here I am, and I have a parade of trucks. Chris hails from the UK, and in my estimation, he's one of the best die-cast painters there is. His work would make George Hodges blush, and that's saying a lot. He's been around for 2.5 years. He does customs, resto mods, and a restoration of a variety of die-cast brands. What's not to love about Dad and Andrew? They're Canadians, they do wonderful projects, and they show us how little things can bring us together. And I have to give a shout out to Leah, Andrew's sister, for helping with this Ford tow truck. Johnny V's a newcomer to the diecast scene. He's an actual Tasmanian diecast devil from down under. He focuses a lot on custom builds, and this nice little matchup is a great example. The details are absolutely amazing. I've known Matchbox Mark for a long time, and he's been around about 2.5 years. Like me, he's ex-Air Force. He does everything on the market too. His restorations are always top-notch, and no Mark, I don't think the bench will ever come back. Ron lives in the heart of the Ozarks, and for those who don't know, it's one of the most beautiful places in America. His channel is often outside the box, and he does Tootsie Toys, and I love me a Tootsie Toy. It made him easy to follow right from the start. PB's Retro Restorations has been around for about 1.5 years. His work is a smattering of restorations, resto mods, and custom Matchbox Corgi, Dinky, and I'll wager whatever hits his bench. He does really great work, and while his channel doesn't say where he's from, on his bio anyway, he sure sounds like an Aussie to me. I saved Silva for last because he's really a brother from another mother. We're both recently retired, trying to figure out what that means exactly, and each of us has found little cars in the middle of it somehow. We swap stories, we share what we're working on. His work is extraordinary and often out of left field, which is why it is among my very favorites. I did 3 trucks this week, and I wasn't trying to compete with anyone before I picked them. The only thing I copied was the decal on this year's urban tow truck, which I copied from PB's. His restoration video came out a couple of weeks ago, and I offered to include it here. I figured I'd speak a little bit about the 3 Blind Mice. When we started the group, we were only group doing it, and the group builds, that is. So since then, so many groups have formed, and there are so many opportunities for hobbyists to showcase their work that we considered it mission accomplished and have sort of taken a step back. We're not gone. I mean, we have a Gaslands build coming up in January, and on March 19th, in honor of spring, St. Patty's Day, whatever you pick. Did you know March was National Craft Month? Anyway, whatever moves you, we'll be doing a build kind of opposite the Paint It Pink, and we're going to call it Paint It Green. An invite will come out in December, and in May we plan again to host the 3rd annual Redline Day, and what comes after that, who knows. I want to thank everyone who participated in my tow truck event, whether as a hobbyist or a viewer. Subscribers and views are the currency of the YouTube world. I featured links to the other channels below, so give their videos a look and click that subscription if you haven't already. 3 years. Crikey. This is Time Rider, and I'll leave the light on for you.